to you by PerlerWrestling.com for camps, private team camps and DVDs. It's Perler Wrestling, and it's Randy Cruz versus Jimmy Gulibon. Last time they met, Cruz won 4-0. They've met a lot of times. They met in the state finals, actually. Gulibon beating Randy Cruz once in the state finals in Pennsylvania. There's a look at Randy Cruz, All-American last year.
Yeah, placed top 8 in the country. And there's Jimmy Gulibon. Moved up to 141 pounds last year. He's also an All-American, where he was able to do it at 133 pounds.
Gulibon out of Gary Area High School, Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Latrobe lost an icon this year in Arnold Palmer, passing this year. Of course, Arnold Palmer, the great golfer from Latrobe, same hometown as Jimmy Gulibon. He's 5-3 this year. A slow start, and that's not unusual for Jimmy Gulibon, both in matches and seasons.
Yeah, it's been that way every year for him in his career, and you know, going back to his freshman year, a lot of expectations when you're a 4-time state champion, and sometimes they can't be immediately met. But he's had steady improvement. Coach Sanderson likes where he is at this point in the season. He's in a competitive situation with Cade Moss, that one of their top 41-pounders, kind of been a utility guy, but probably sees himself being at this weight class as well. So Coach Sanderson has a lot of good competition for this weight class. I think you'll see both of them throughout the course of the year.
Cruz, ranked number 3 out of Bethlehem Catholic, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Looking tough. Already has a win over Kevin Jack. And he's ranked 3rd for a reason. They met last year, and he beat Gulibon 4-0. Gulibon trying to get points against Cruz.
Nice job by Cruz in this situation, cutting the corner a little bit. And we'll see if Gulibon is able to go ahead, and he's trying to get his head up underneath. He's trying to come out the back door, doing a nice job like that. He's got his ankles caught right there. He's able to free him up, but you're probably likely to see a stalemate situation unless Cruz can work that elbow high. You see guys pulling up that elbow on the shoulder there, but nice grip. That grip was important there. We have the outside palm down, all right? Cruz was not able to go ahead and take that leverage there because of the way the grip was tied. So nice job by both guys in that scramble situation.
Gulibon, All-American at 133, as Jim mentioned 2 years ago. Randy Cruz, an All-American last year at 141. Cruz already out 6-0 this year for a record, 6-0 record.
And sometimes when you're wrestling with one of these guys that likes to scramble, will get to your ankles a little bit, you've got to make a little more shallow shot, and that's what you see right there. A little bit better angle, but notice the point of the shoulder has got above the knee right there. He's got to be able to get that back underneath that knee, which he's able to do. For a while there, he was really out of position. Gulibon was out of position. Now he comes back up. Nice job by Cruz keeping his head up. Now you'll see an ankle pass situation. They'll kind of call that neutral, stalemate. Again, the problem won't be for Gulibon whether he can get in or not, but once he gets in, is he in a position to finish? Nice duck. Reach.
So far, he's doing something that sometimes he's unable to do. He's trying to pull the trigger early, Jimmy Gulibon.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job of that. And trust me, Cruz doesn't mind having him in there.
"20 seconds left in the first period. No takedowns, no points. 3 shots so far by Gulibon, but Cruz has been able to fend them off successfully, almost turning him into a takedown once, but the good grip of Jimmy Gulibon has kept him from that. So looks like they'll go to the second period, not at 0-0.
And Tim, part of the strategy here for Gulibon, knowing he has to get out there and get a lead, is because Cruz is really tough in the top position.
Good choice, buddy.
And that 4-0 score indicates that Gulibon was not able to get away, or at least, or maybe perhaps even chose neutral in the last match. Don't have that data, but shutting somebody else out, somebody decides either not to go down or he gets ridden out.
On the whistle, gentlemen. Set, don't move. Green on top. Set.
But that activity that Gulibon was able to put out there, I mean, it's good. He wasn't waiting. Up against All-American. Now he's also trying to get in a 0-0 match. He's trying to get as much riding time as he can. right? Because he's know it might be a chore. So if he's able to go ahead and at least get a minute, that gives him an option of not going down in the next period. He's keeping it neutral.
And that option you mentioned isn't always there. Gulibon shows flashes of brilliance, but often he gets so far down that he can't come back, can't get back into the mat. Right now, that's not the case. Yeah, getting riding time.
Right, and that's really what he wants to do in this situation. In a 0-0 match, college, I don't think you want to just let a guy up and make it easy for him to get to his feet, particularly if he's tough in the top position himself when you have to go down.
Set red. On top,
Pat
green.
Santoro in the gold tie, the white shirt there. Two-time NCAA champion at Pitt himself, four-time All-American.
Nice elevator there. He was able to capture him right there. No back points, but right into a set of legs, deep set of legs. And now look at him work the power half.
The reversal for Cruz puts him out front 2-0.
That was just an old-school elevator technique. Just love that. I'd like to see more guys do it. In fact, if you come up to the Penn State wrestling room, you see Coach Casey Cunningham doing that to guys all the time.
Casey Cunningham, assistant head coach, associate head coach, Cale Sanderson's brother, Cody. They've been with him since the start of taking over this program 8 years ago at Penn State. 5 out of the last 6 years, NCAA champions, the Nittany Lions, led by Cale Sanderson.
Stalemate there is going to get a new start. It's fortunate for Gulibon. I think it's the right call, both legs in and not really doing anything productive outside of riding. Important start for Gulibon. Get back in this match.
Gulibon, the senior, been in this environment before. They wrestle in Bryce Jordan Center once or twice a year.
Keep your head in the center. Caution. Yes. First one.
First caution.
Green, set. On top, red. Set. Caution. Let's go. Wait for the whistle. Set. Hold red. Hold red. On top. Set.
Struffs that leg in a little bit high, but that's a position that Cruz is comfortable in. Nice job by Gulibon. Boy, that's just a solid set of riding. Look how he keeps that belt buckle on the top of the back right there, just keeping the saddle in the right spot, not letting your hips get off to the side. Oh, that's tough. I mean, and Gulibon had a nice roll through there. Let's take a look at this beautiful reversal situation. Watch the right foot right here, how he disguises it, comes right inside, the laces inside the thigh, takes the momentum of Gulibon and moves that direction.
Came close to getting 2 and 2.
Really well done.
So
Gulibon's choice, he takes neutral.
Yep. 2-0 Cruz out in front. No riding time.
And this is a situation for Gulibon. If you can get to 2 legs, that's probably the best thing to get to and get him up off of his feet. Don't want to get stuck underneath here in these situations here with Cruz. Biding time here, looking for a stalemate.
Stalemate, neutral.
Again, how can you get to a corner and then get to both legs and attack at the hip level, not below the knee? Because that just, milks time and gets a scramble situation going, which is to Cruz's advantage. Now Cruz gets on the offense himself, not really necessarily to score, but just to go ahead and be in a comfortable position that he knows the guy's not going to be able to spin around him very easily. Now, right here is position, drive forward. See, he had his shoelaces flat, he wasn't able to drive forward and create offense.
Gulibon just not being able to get past that head-hands defense of Cruz. Cruz doing a great job of defending his 2-0 lead.
So we see that there's no forward pressure right now at all. And sometimes you just got to take some risk here at this point and create something more than what looks like a stalemate. Now, are you ready to go? Step up and get ready to go for your shot. It just doesn't look like he just came up and not into the man. There's one leg. And again, one leg is not going to do it against Cruz. If you can get to 1, I don't know why you just don't reach for 2. That beautiful setup. Short time.
Gulibon trying to come up with a takedown that he can tie this match up. and take it to overtime.
Elbow deep around those ankles. Going to be tough for Jimmy Gulibon. Get it. He's doing a nice job of keeping his weight up, head up. No points. A lot of excitement in that bout. A lot of good scrambles. But I think if Gulibon goes back and looks at the tape, he's going to take a look at maybe a straight-on double would work instead of just attacking one leg right there. He could have a better shot of scoring.
And the Mountain Hawks get their second victory in a row. Randy Cruz, number 3 ranked wrestler in the world, or in the nation. The senior gets a win and 3 more points for Lehigh. They go out in front 7-3.